When we get involved with someone who doesn't quite fulfill our needs, we may feel that something is missing. As a result, we tend to hold off making a permanent commitment to that relationship. We may still live, love, and laugh, but both partners may feel some emptiness. We may be so uneasy about it that we fail to communicate our needs, especially if what's missing is some strong need that we may be ignoring. Let's begin with getting in touch with your needs. Some people think they are commitment phobic. However, they have no problem building and holding on to long-term relationships. But the relationships go nowhere. Something important is missing. What's missing may be some strong need that they don't realize they have. It's something they would miss not having. It's important to know what it is, or we may remain stuck. We need to accept not having it, or recognize that we can't live without it. And in that case, stop wasting time with an unsuitable partner if it's not contributing to the life we want. If you are generally happy with things, and you just have that feeling something is missing, the first thing to do is understand why that feeling is there. It may be an easy way to determine what you need to change, and how to change it. Some people are powerless. They can't make the required changes because they never get in touch with what's wrong. What are your gut feelings? Give this some thought. Do you constantly feel that something is missing, but you can't quite figure out what it is? Do you have a strong need for something so vital that you can't imagine living without it? That might be what's in the way, but you have to know what it is to have a better relationship. You might keep searching for a perfect partner in vain if you don't know your absolute necessity. That is something you would feel deep inside, your gut feelings. You'll never know what's preventing your success in a healthy relationship if you don't focus on this need. You could end up going from partner to partner without fully involving yourself in any relationship. Does this sound like the pattern of your life? Honest communication will help you determine what's missing. If you find someone with whom you share the same understanding, someone you can appreciate for what they are, and you trust one another, then you'll find it easier to get involved emotionally, and you'll know it. Better yet, you'll feel it. Use that trust and understanding to discuss the issues you might be having. Open and honest communication will help you both work on a compromise and find solutions to relationship problems. At least it may help you both recognize the limits of the relationship and accept it, or avoid throwing away years with an incompatible partner. Failure to communicate can disrupt the possibility of success with a relationship. Sometimes something is just plain misunderstood. Talking about it can clear things up. What kind of relationship do you want? If we don't recognize when we are with someone who is not suitable for us, we might stay anyway, for any of several reasons. For sex. For companionship. A travel partner. Whatever. In this case, we are not allowing ourselves to become available to the right person. Looking back on my own experiences, I've noticed that I have had relationships where we never discussed and shared our dreams. We enjoyed being together, but we didn't work at creating growth towards a common goal, the goal of marriage. I don't know why I kept finding women who were so patient. I must have been subconsciously selecting women who just went along with being in a relationship without needing to discuss a future together. But we were fooling ourselves. We were in a relationship, but we didn't examine any plans for the future. There was physical intimacy, but no emotional foundation. Learning what the collective needs are and what we both want from the relationship is essential. Sharing this knowledge only works when we have open communication and emotional availability. Otherwise, there may be a lack of commitment. Or worse, both partners may indeed want something different out of life, but they are comfortable with the status quo of the existing relationship. Can a thing like that last? Consider what you might be overlooking. So what's missing? Is it a particular kind of relationship that you never went after? Is it a dream that you never pursued? Many conflicting feelings can get in the way of moving forward. Some of those feelings may be from fear that things will turn out differently than we want. As a result, we lose sight of other things that are more important to us. For example, is there something you were passionate about and wanted to achieve but didn't have the drive to complete the mission? Maybe you just got comfortable with the status quo, and were happy with whatever came your way. There's nothing wrong with that. Happiness is a good thing. However, if it stands in the way of something significant that you know you want, then you need to stop overlooking what's standing in your way. We need to know when we are wasting time in an unacceptable relationship. We shouldn't give too much thought to the issues though. We'll find more reasons why it's no good if we overthink it. And we'll know it's right when we accept the other person as they are, despite our fears and uncertainties. When we realize we're in a great relationship, we need to maintain the concept that this is the one and that we want the relationship forever. So get to know what's important to you. We often think about what's important, but how many of us make good use of these thoughts, and do something about it? We may have conflicting dreams, and that can make it seem something is missing. It's helpful to discuss it to avoid confusion. That helps the relationship grow with a permanent commitment. Some people find their lives turning out miserably and not at all what they had dreamed of as a child. How many people do you know who blame their misfortunes on the world? And they don't own up to taking responsibility for how their life turns out. I know many people who say, "That's just the way it is." The problem is that many people don't know how to focus on a dream and make it a reality. Look where you are today. Losing sight of past achievements can cause you to lose the motivation to keep pushing for more. If you don't do anything about making all your dreams into reality, you may eventually lose the desire, and you'll forget about them. However, the feeling that something is missing will remain with you, haunting you. It may even affect your relationship with your significant other. I know many people who are very successful and achieved a lot in life. However, there were other things they had wanted, and they felt a void in their personal life. They complain about what they missed out on. And when I ask what they are doing about it, their answer is usually that they are too busy with other things. At that point, I ask what's more important: the stuff they are busy with, the goal they didn't pursue, or their relationship with that extraordinary person they are grateful to have in their life. That's something to think about. Life is short, and we all have dreams to fulfill. But if we don't focus on what we truly want in life, and the kind of person we want to spend it with, then we may someday realize we wasted the precious years we could have had together.